Do we have those live pictures that we can go back to right now? The pictures, unfortunately, are cutting in and out just because it's a live signal right now that we're bringing to you. And the circumstances are a little bit difficult even for our helicopters. But yes, you can see in the bottom left of your screen, which would be the east side of the highway, east of this fire, firefighters are attempting to spray some water now onto these flames.
Yes, they are, and it looks like perhaps they have stopped traffic, which we were expecting them to do. Traffic no longer seems to be flowing at all on the Buford Spring Connector, which seems like the safe thing to do. This does not look like the kind of fire that a hose is likely to put out, quite frankly, perhaps around the edges. It looks like something that perhaps might have to burn itself out because the intensity of this has not waned in 20 minutes that we've been watching.
I'm wondering if the intention is not to protect other nearby roadways from allowing this fire to spread or to be compromised, and so they're just trying to contain the fire, if you will, at this point.
Yeah, it makes sense because they're aiming it to the left. David, what do you have to say?
Well, that area, I go by there quite a bit, and it's underneath there, obviously, I-85 right near Piedmont. I believe that is the staging area for the HERO units. The Georgia Department of Transportation has their staging area for all their HERO units underneath, right at that intersection right there.
Is that right?
So, certainly that doesn't bode well for the vehicles that they do store there. With what we're seeing in the images there, and you don't know if that's adding to the fact that this is continuing, the fires, but there's all sorts of vehicles and equipment that's underneath that bridge right at that point.
Well, that would help to explain why these flames have continued with this intensity as long as they have. Certainly this is not one vehicle or even two, unless those vehicles are extraordinarily large. I mean, look at the quantity of smoke coming up between the north and southbound lanes. Back to the live pictures, and it's still burning today.
Yeah, this definitely seems to indicate that there is some type of accelerant that's causing the intensity of these flames, as well as the intense black smoke that sure is visible all throughout the Midtown area at this point, probably well into Buckhead. You may even be smelling it at this point, but this is going this fire so intensely that you can only imagine this is going to continue on for quite some time. Firefighters not even able to really get up on the fire because it's so hot and so intense. They're trying to fight it from a distance on the opposite side of a adjacent roadway.
Perhaps those of you in the control room can communicate with Skyfox and just give us some sense as we watch this fire, a wider shot of what the traffic looks like in that area. Again, this is 85 northbound on the close side of this, the near side of your screen, 85 southbound on the far side, and the MARTA train yard on the other side. Those are MARTA trains there, just on the other side of the black smoke at the top of your screen. Traffic blocked, obviously, and is not going anywhere and won't be going anywhere for quite some time. I mean, at some point, once they make this situation more safe, and that hasn't happened at all in all the time that we've been watching, they're going to have to turn those cars around while they examine the roadway.
And that effort apparently is now underway. The cars had stopped both to the north and south of the fire, and you can see where in this wider shot the cars are in both directions.